Hi, I'm Jing-Xuan Chan. I've done a couple of shows with the Melbourne Theatre Company. I was in Hungry Ghosts, and last year I performed in a production of Golden Shield. So today I've got a list of questions that have been sent through by the MTC audience, and I'm really curious to see what kind of things you want to know a bit more about. So here we go. Question 1. Well, I was pretty lucky. I grew up in a family where our parents would take us to see lots of shows, lots of musicals, and Disney on Ice, lots of different things. And so theatre was something I was around from when I was really little. And then I ended up going to a high school where the performing arts department was really strong. So I did lots of school plays, fell in love with it, and I decided I wanted to try acting school. So after school, I went to the BCA in Melbourne. I'm not sure if I have any rituals or superstitions as such, but I'm very much a creature of habit. So after the first couple of shows in a run, I pretty much get into a groove of what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the season, and I really stick to it. So I'll enter the theatre at the same time every show. I'll do exactly the same warm-up. I think even down to when I take a break to drink water backstage, it'll happen at exactly the same moment in the play. And I wish my fellow actors good luck and chukas in the same order every night. So that's what it's like to be backstage with me. One of the favourite shows that I've been in is Single Asian Female. It was a really special show for a lot of reasons. There was a real family vibe to that show, and it was a really lovely set. It was set in a family home, and to make it more homey, we were all invited to send or to bring along pictures of ourselves and our families to stick around the space. And it was a real treat when I was performing every night to sort of catch a glimpse of a picture of mum or dad, or to see a baby photo of one of my fellow actors around the space. It was really lovely and really special. This question I find pretty hard because it changes for me all the time. I sort of want to try lots of different things. But right now, this is pretty silly, but I've got a nephew who is obsessed with the Marvel universe. So you're asking me now, I'm going to say my dream role is to play a Marvel superhero. Why not? I think we're pretty lucky. In Australia, we're really spoilt with a lot of talented people, but one of my favourites is Patricia Cornelius. I've never actually performed in one of Patricia's plays, but I really love her writing. I think she's incredible. Her stuff is always so exciting and touching and surprising, and it's definitely on my wish list to do one of Patricia's plays. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm rehearsing a show at the moment online, and hopefully it'll be staged next year. It's a play that's set in the UK, so all of the cast have to perform in a British accent, and at the moment mine sounds a little something like this. Well, I'll keep rehearsing. It'll be okay by opening night. I think I'm going to out myself as a pretty lazy actor, because the first thing I thought of was how awesome would it be if I get a page and like a lot of dialogue and I could just learn it straight away. I think super speedy memory would be really helpful and amazing. I think one of my favourite shows was The Bleeding Tree. It was written by Angus Serini and directed by Lee Lewis. And I just thought it was one of the most extraordinary things I'd ever seen. I had such a body response to the play. I was leaning so far forward in my chair, and I had goosebumps up and down my arms. It was such powerful text, and the performers were all incredible, and it was a really, really special experience. I think the one thing I would say would be to go and get some good training, to find a good teacher, and learn everything that you can, and go take lots of classes. And if you enjoy it, just seek out any opportunity you can to perform. If you love it, just keep doing it. So I think that's all of the questions that we've been sent through. Thank you so much for these, and I hope wherever you're watching from that you're staying safe and staying healthy, and I look forward to seeing you in the theatre again real soon. Bye.